I don't think I wanted to make any point. My issue was that the only thing I knew about this place was it suffers from a lot of poverty and from a lot of violence because it's situated in a very strategical point for the war against drugs. But I really didn't know anything about how do people really live in this place and how do they think and how do they see the world from this perspective. So it was my intention to go there and just document daily life. That was my only intention.
What do you think about the trash?
It's a very interesting question because for me, before I arrived and in the days I was first there, I was always questioning myself, like, how can it be possible that they have trash underneath their houses? And then I never answered the question, but the question changed in my head because now my question is, how is it possible that our society produces all this trash and has no responsibility to see where the trash is going to end? Because if you think about the real trash is all the plastics and all the cans, and they are a society that doesn't produce it, they don't have the technology, so much less they have the technology to deal with it. And the ocean is, this ocean in the Pacific is an incredible thing because the tide comes up every 6 hours and it rises 5 meters average and then it goes away and it takes everything inside the ocean. So what happens is that the houses that are more inside, the trash started to get stuck and now it's full of trash underneath, but still the ocean is a perfect cleaner of their houses. Well, when I had the idea, I was doing something else. I never did a documentary, and I also was my intention to do it without any investigation, just to go there and document my life. So I knew it was impossible for me to get any kind of sponsoring because who was going to believe this guy would do something? When I made the decision, I had a car, and I thought, oh, I sell the car, buy a camera, and all that is necessary, and that was the idea. But I sold the car, it wasn't enough because I hadn't finished paying the installments of the car. So I asked for my brother help me with money, and then the whole process I was just doing it by myself, editing everything, so I didn't have to pay things, but it was just time investment, and the 3 months I lived in Tumaco were really, really cheap. And now at the end of the production has been the toughest part because I have to travel. So my brother is sponsoring me still, like the tickets for traveling, and then while I travel, I never pay a hotel because festivals give me where to stay, and the other cities I go where I can stay at a friend's or relative's house. And yeah, and today is like the last day of a trip I have been doing. So I always bring a lot of DVDs that I sell at the end, but I sold them already, all of them. And with them is how I can sponsor my trip.